All right, while Kyle's digging a hole because he just kicked me out. Can't believe it. But anyway, I am going to start prepping this aqua basin. One of the nice things about the Aquascape AquaBasins is right here you can see there's two different dimples. One would be for like a 2-inch bulk fitting. The other one's going to be for 1.5 inches. Today, we're actually using an 1.5 inch bulk fitting with 1.5 inch plumbing because we're only using a 2,000 gallon per hour pump. Now, what people don't realize is they think they're just going to get a bigger pump, but if your plumbing's not big enough, it's actually just laboring your pump and can cause it to go bad even faster than what they would normally do. So we got everything spec'd right, 2,000 gallons per hour. We got an 1.5 inch pipe. You can definitely put more than 2,000 gallons an hour through an 1.5 inch pipe. So we're all set to go. Right now, I'm going to start drilling this and I'll show you how to install a bulk fitting. All right, so this is no different than like say if you're doing a biofalls or a skimmer or something like that. These bulk fittings, left hand actually tightens it, right hand actually loosens it. So the rule righty tighty lefty loosey doesn't work in this case. One of the things we want to make sure of though is that right here, this rubber washer always stays on the inside of the aqua basin where the water is. So washer is on the water side, which means the rubber washer would go inside the aqua basin. Now we have this nut. This nut actually acts as a washer also, and it's got a nice flat surface to go against this outside plastic. So what I'm going to do is screw this on, and like I said, it's a left-hand thread. So what we're going to do is we're going to get that right in there. I'm going to hand tighten it. Then I'm going to get a pair of pliers and I'm just going to finish it off. What we're looking for is right here for that washer to get squished down just a little bit. You just want to be careful. You don't ever want to over tighten anything. But once that washer starts to squish a little, you know we got a watertight seal. All right, that's good and snug. Now when you look on the inside, you can see how that washer has just kind of got crimped just a little bit. And now we got our watertight seal. The way this pump sits in the bottom, you can see that once the feeder here, this actually, the suction part of the pump is actually up off the basin quite a bit. So what we're gonna do is remove this. New style, look at that. So we take off the screen and then this just spins off. And what we're gonna do now is, we took off that screen, but this is actually the new screen we're gonna do. And inside here, you got to make sure that you put that rubber washer that actually comes with this low suction. So you don't have, I mean, yes, it's going to be in the basin. We still don't want any water loss in there or maybe sucking air on the pump. So now that we have this done like that, you can see how close that'll be able to sit on the basin now. Now you can see how that pump is sitting in there. The low suction is just about, I'd say 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch off the bottom of that. That way, if you needed to draw it down farther than, you know, say you're on a well and maybe you can't replenish the water as much, you could actually get it down quite a ways more with the low suction than if you didn't. So we are going to have an autofill valve in here, so we're going to take care of that. But I still want you to use a low suction port on a pump when you're in an aqua basin. So one of the nice things about when you're using like Aquascape products and you're using all the same components and you're not going on the internet and getting a bunch of mismatch is all these fittings that I'm going to use to hook up this aqua basin and the pump to the bulk fitting actually come in the box. So I didn't have to look for anything. And right now we're going to put this together and I'll show you exactly what I mean.